Why your brain hates learning. Science explains the goldfish brain phenomenon in students. Have you ever sat down to study only to find yourself forgetting everything the moment you close the book? Or wondered why endless scrolling on social media feels irresistible, while hitting the books feels like torture? If you're a student battling the infamous goldfish brain, that frustrating short attention span and rapid forgetting, this isn't just laziness. It's your brain's wiring at play, prioritizing quick dopamine hits from TikTok likes over the slow grind of building long-term knowledge. But don't worry, science has your back with explanations and hacks to reprogram those habits. Let's dive into the core science. Your brain's reward system, centered around the neurotransmitter dopamine, evolved to keep our ancestors alive by chasing immediate survival wins, like food or social bonds. Today, that same system gets hijacked by modern distractions. Social media platforms are designed to exploit it, delivering instant gratification through notifications, likes, and endless feeds. Each heart or comment triggers a dopamine surge, making you feel good right now, which reinforces the behavior. In contrast, learning, say, memorizing history dates or solving math problems, offers delayed rewards. You might ace a test weeks later, but there's no immediate buzz. This mismatch stems from a psychological bias called hyperbolic discounting, where the brain undervalues future benefits in favor of present pleasures. Studies show that frequent social media use alters dopamine pathways, creating dependency and making sustained focus on studies feel unrewarding. The goldfish brain label comes from a popular myth. Humans now have an 8-second attention span, shorter than a goldfish's supposed 9 seconds, thanks to digital overload. While the goldfish part is debunked, fish actually have decent memories for navigation and learning. This highlights a real issue. Research from Microsoft and others indicates that our average attention span has dipped from 12 seconds in 2000 to about 8 seconds today, driven by multitasking and constant interruptions from apps. For students, this means fragmented focus. You start reading a textbook, but a phone buzz kills your concentration, impairing memory and coding. Neurologically, overstimulation from short-form content like reels or shorts floods the reward center without allowing recovery, leading to anxiety and reduced capacity for deep work. It's not that your brain hates learning. It craves efficiency and survival mode shortcuts, mistaking endless scrolling for vital information gathering. Now, let's ground this in real-life examples. Picture a typical college student, Alex, prepping for finals. Alex knows studying biology will pay off in a good grade and future career, but instead, they grab their phone for just 5 minutes of Instagram. That turns into an hour because each story or post delivers micro rewards. A funny meme, dopamine hit, a friend's update, social connection, or a viral video, novelty rush. Meanwhile, the biology chapter on cell division feels dry. No likes, no immediate feedback. This mirrors what happens in classrooms worldwide. A study on teens showed that starting around age 10, brains shift to seek peer approval, making social media's validation loop especially potent during student years. Another example, group projects. You might procrastinate on research because the long-term team success feels abstract, but replying to group chats gives instant camaraderie. Or consider exam cramming. Students often forget material quickly due to the Ebbinghaus Forgetting Curve, where without reinforcement, retention drops 70% within a day. Add social media's distractions, and it's a recipe for goldfish brain. Info in, info out, with no lasting stickiness. Take Sarah, a high schooler addicted to TikTok. She plans to study math, but ends up watching dance challenges. Why? The app's algorithm feeds endless novelty, keeping dopamine flowing without effort. When she finally studies, her brain, accustomed to quick wins, rebels. Focus wanes after minutes, leading to frustration and the cycle of "I forget everything right after." This isn't unique. Surveys reveal that heavy social media users report higher depression and lower academic performance, as the brain's reward system gets rewired for short bursts over sustained effort. In professional settings, it's similar. Young adults entering the workforce struggle with deep tasks because their brains are tuned to the ping of emails or Slack, echoing student habits formed early. So, what's the takeaway? Your brain doesn't inherently hate learning. It's optimized for a world of immediate threats and rewards, clashing with modern education's delayed payoffs. This explains repeated failures like vowing to study but defaulting to Netflix, rooted in evolutionary psychology, not personal flaws. The good news? You can hack this system with evidence-based psychological tricks to reprogram habits, making learning feel rewarding. First hack, implement the Pomodoro Technique with a twist for dopamine alignment. Study in 25-minute focused bursts, followed by a 5-minute break for a small reward, like checking one social media post. This mimics short-term gratification while building long-term focus. Why it works? It trains your brain to associate studying with manageable wins, reducing overwhelm. Start by setting a timer and removing distractions. Put your phone in another room. Over time, extend sessions as your attention span strengthens. Second hack, use spaced repetition to combat the forgetting curve. Instead of cramming, review material at increasing intervals, day 1, day 3, week 1, etc., via apps like Anki. This leverages memory consolidation, where repeated exposure strengthens neural pathways. Psychologically, it provides progress feedback, releasing dopamine from getting it right. For students, like you feeling forgetful, this turns knowledge into a habit, not a one-off event. Third hack, gamify your learning to hijack the reward system. Turn studying into a game with points, levels, or streaks. Apps like Duolingo do this for languages, but apply it broadly. Reward yourself with non-digital treats, like a favorite snack after completing a chapter. This creates artificial immediate rewards, bridging the gap to long-term benefits. Research shows gamification boosts motivation by engaging the same brain areas as social media. In summary, the goldfish brain is a symptom of your brain's preference for short-term thrills over long-haul gains, fueled by dopamine and tech design. By understanding this, through concepts like reward pathways and attention fragmentation, you empower yourself to break the cycle. Apply these 3 hacks consistently, and you'll not only remember more, but enjoy the process, leading to better grades, reduced stress, and a sense of control. Remember, change starts small. Pick one hack today and watch your brain transform from foe to ally in learning.